Welcome back to Protocol 72, and today we're going to go over a simple bug out bag. Alright, this is just the basic. This is a light, very light go bag that you can grab, you can throw in your car, you can throw in your truck, you can just have it ready in a room. And again, let me just tell you, this bag is for when you need to get from point A to point B. Alright, it's not something that you want to live out of. It's not an inch bag. Inch bags are I'm never coming home bags, where you can have all the kit and all the gear you need to go out and survive. This isn't bushcraft. There's some items that will correlate with bushcraft, but it's a basic go bag, so you got your basic items in here. The only thing I've left out of this bag that I do have in my car is some water, some food, and medications and medical equipment or gear. All right, so now a very important thing that I will tell everyone I've learned in the military is you want to look as inconspicuous as possible. You don't want to look like you're in the military. There's this term that I hate using, but it's gotten so popular now, it's called the gray man. You want to be the gray man, or for lack of a better term, you want to be blend in. You want to be inconspicuous. You want to just blend in and not look like you've got gear that someone may want. All right, so what I have here is a hiking bag. All right, we'll go through the pocket and we'll go through each item, and I'll tell you why I got each item and what I use it for. Now you'll see what I'm talking about when I say that I've got some gear in here that is similar to bushcraft gear, or is bushcraft gear. But so you've got lighters. Now I always have a few lighters with me. I think I've got about 3 lighters in this bag, and each of these is good for a couple hundred fires, probably more than that. All right, so you've got a ferro rod. I've got one in here as well. Now you can start a couple thousand fires with the ferro rod that I have, probably more. The thing is though, when you're cold, when you're on the go, when you're just trying to get things done quick, you're not going to reach for a ferro rod. You're going to reach for a lighter. One flick and you've got fire. Also, I have a lighter in here that is a clipper lighter, and I'll go over that in a second as well and tell you why I've got one of those as well. Inside this other pouch here, I've got a compass, just a standard compass with the base plate and a rotating bezel. Now I'll give a little video about this compass as well, and how to use it with a map, and how to get your bearing, get your location, and how to shoot an azimuth. Now that's very important to learn to use a compass, and I'll have a video on that later on as well. Alright, let's see, so that's all for this top pocket. Let's go into the bottom ones here. Alright. So, got a pair of gloves. These are just regular rubber gloves. Alright. These are good for working so your hands don't get wet and slip. Now, I've also got a pair of leather thick gloves. These are good for winter, good if it's cold, good for working in the rain, good for working everywhere. I've got the clipper lighter, and why I said this one is important is because you can actually pull the flint out, and if you need to, if you don't have any more fluid, you can still create a spark with this, and if you have tinder, you can still light it. All right, so these are awesome for survival. All right, then I've got with me here is just a pair of robust scissors that will cut wire. So these are very, very robust. They'll cut just about anything. I have some bank wire, which is Kevlar coated, and Kevlar line. I've got my ferrocerium rod. Now this is a really thick one. This is a new one. I haven't used this one yet, but I've got a bunch of small ones that I use, so I've just kept this one clean and in my bag. I've got some electrical tape. I've got some more bank line. This is about, I want to say 25 feet, maybe 30, wrapped around a little plastic straw. I've got two candles, two little teacup candles. These are great if you want to use it as a light at night, small light. If you want to use it as a heat source, if you want to use it to start a fire. A lot of use cases for these. And I've also got these little, let's see what you'd want to call them, these tinder bundles that we've made a couple days ago. And this is just Vaseline with cotton inside of it. And I did do a test on those, and I will put that up as well. Those last about 5 to 6 minutes of burn time, and they burn very hot. Now, in here, I've got a standard blue tarp. All right, this is a 2 meter by 3 meter. I've got a 500 milliliter bladder. These are these plastic bottles that can fold up really nice, just easy storage. Alright. I've got a poncho, and yes, this is military. This is the only thing I think I have in here that is or does look military. Alright. I have a stainless steel mug. This holds 400 milliliters of water. Now this is for boiling water. All right, so you've got a few ways in here to drink clean water without getting infections. I've got a rechargeable 1000 lumen headlamp. Now, of course, this has different modes on it, and it also has a built-in battery. Don't really recommend having these in your kit because you should always have extra batteries so that way you can switch them out, or if you do happen to be in a situation and you find batteries, don't have any, but you find some, say, in an abandoned store or something, you can always use those batteries. This one you can't, but I always make sure it's charged. So if you're like me and you have it charged, and again, this is just to get you from point A to point B. I don't plan on being out there that long. All right. So I have a full tube of Vaseline here, and inside of this is more tinder. It has more cotton wicks in there. I've got one of these. This I actually got in Afghanistan. We use this to cover our faces during snowstorms, but these have a lot of uses. You can use them as a blanket. If you get hot, you can damp them in water and have it nice and cold. Just wear it as a blanket, wear it around your neck, wear it to keep the sun off of you. Many uses for this. Now I do have a pair. I have this little thing of cotton, and this is, just think of this as an oversized bandana. Again, just similar to that, this has many uses. You can use this to cover up. You can use this as a filter material for purifying water. You can use this for tinder if you really need to. You can use this for a lot of things. All right, now I've got a life straw. These fairly cheap nowadays. You can get them, I think, for like $7. This filters 1,500 liters of water. Is it liters or gallons? Not remember exactly. But what you do is you can get a bottle of water. You can get a bottle, an empty bottle, or you can use one of those bladders that I have. You connect it down here to this end, and on this end you just drink out of it like a straw. Or if you push it upside down and you put the bottle on top, you can just let gravity do all the work and then just have it drip inside of a cup or something. You've got drinking water. All right. I also have in here, this is a, let's see, I think this is actually the most important, the most expensive thing I have in this kit. This is a Gerber Crucial. I bought this, I think, I want to say about 15 years ago. And of course I got many other multi-tools, Leathermans and all that, but just for this kit, just the basic, because I've already got a knife in here. I just mainly use it for the pliers. It's got a bottle opener, it's got screwdrivers, it's got a little knife with the serrated blade as well, with the normal blade. All right. And then I've got a Mora Workman. Now, this is similar to the companion, but it's a little bit cheaper. I think this one was like $12 when I bought it years and years and years ago. This is the stainless steel edition. The carbon one is better. It does sharpen better, holds an edge better. This one, I've sharpened it a few times. Still holds an edge pretty good because it is a Moron knife. It is full tang. Let's see, what can I say about this knife? Just tried and tested. Everyone knows these knives. They're great knives, cheap knives, and you won't cry if you lose it. Around the sheet, I've got about 50 feet of paracord. I've got, I think, 3 rolls just wrapped around it. All right, and pretty much that is it. Let's see if anything else is in here. No, that is it. In a hiking backpack. Now again, like I said, I do carry a lot of other stuff in my car, but this bag is just to get me from point A to point B. I don't want anything military. Of course, I got the poncho, but I don't want anything to make me look like I'm in the military. Go as gray man as you can. All right, so go as inconspicuous. Blend in to the people around you. Do whatever it takes. Just stay safe. All right, I'll see you in the next one.